Hi, these comments are for PB. This is Michael from BetterTOEFLScores.com. I'm listening to a practice test you sent me yesterday, and indeed, this is my free TOEFL speaking evaluation service. And if you like the feedback that I provide you today, I have an excellent, inexpensive service to help you get the feedback you need to make the progress you deserve to once and for all finish the TOEFL speaking and writing sections. You just go over to bettertoeflscores.com, click where it says TOEFL speaking and writing feedback service. You can learn about that service. All right, I'm getting ready here. I have the independent speaking rubrics in front of me. And I'm now going to listen to your practice test here. So do you think it's better to study alone or study in a group? I'm listening to the whole practice test first without making any comments. The second time, I will give you comments, and I'll give you an estimated score right after the first listening.
In my opinion, I would prefer studying alone while preparing for an exam more than studying in a group. I have experimented both ways. So, when I was pursuing my graduation, my friends preferred sitting in labs to do group studies. At first, I also tried the same, but that was putting me under a lot of peer pressure. For example, if my friend was done with a certain topic and I wasn't, then I used to get tensed and anxious and worry if I would be able to complete that topic or not. And because of that, I would start to lose focus in studying further. Also, I used to get distracted very easily with any kind of trivial movements around me. With time, I realized that I tend to concentrate more in solitary, and that is why I prefer to study alone.
Okay, so let's take a look at the rubrics here. Yeah, I think this is a classic 3 here. So your speech is clear for the most part, but you have minor difficulties with pronunciation, tone, or pacing, especially pacing and intonation. So you're not varying your tone very much, and sometimes you speak a little bit fast, and you're not always taking enough time to pause from one sentence to the next. So my first impression is 3. I'm going to give you 3.0 out of 4, 23 points out of 30. And when I hear you're speaking, this is a classic case where you need a lot of accent reduction practice. I would suggest private lessons. I'd love to have private lessons with you right now, but my schedule is too busy. However, if you email me in December, I will have more time to do private lessons during that month. I'll have time during December and January to do private lessons if you want to do accent reduction practice. Okay, so I'm thinking 3.0 out of 4, 23 points out of 30. Let's listen to it one more time.
In my opinion, I
So you don't have to say in my opinion. That's not
would
necessary.
prefer studying alone while preparing for an exam more than studying in a group.
So I prefer studying alone more than studying in a
I
group.
have experimented both ways. So, when I was pursuing my graduation, my
So notice you're not really using any transition words in there. So when you get to your example, you might say to illustrate, for instance, or for example.
friends preferred sitting in labs to do group studies. At
Let's say to do, ooh, do. Rounding of the lips there. To do group study.
first, I also tried the same, but that was putting me under a lot of peer pressure. For example,
Instead of saying but that would, say but studying with others put pressure on me or
if my
something.
friend was done with a certain topic and I wasn't, then
Notice this certain topic. So you're having some trouble with the T and the D consonant sounds. You need to make sure you can clearly distinguish these two separate sounds in
I
English.
used to get tensed and anxious and worry if I would be able to complete that topic or not. And because of that, I would start to lose focus in studying further. Also, I used to get distracted very easily with any
Yeah, see, the problem is you're saying, "Hi, I'm Michael. I want to go to," or "Hi, I'm Michael. I want to go to the store." Da 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 da. So, but if I say, "Hi, my name is Michael, and I'm going to go to the store later on if you want to come," right? So you're not varying your tone at all. So it's a very monotonous type response.
kind of trivial movements around me.
When I say trivial
With
movements.
time, I realized that I tend to concentrate more in solitary, and that is why I prefer to study alone.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go a little lower this
In my opinion.
time. I'm going to go to maybe 21 to 22 points. I also think you have some limitations with your vocabulary and your grammar. I think is going to bring down your score a little bit also. So that'll be my final estimation. 20 to 21 points, maybe out of 30. I think that's where I'm going to go with it. Um, and that's it. And do not send me any more speaking practice, right? I only offer one free TOEFL speaking evaluation. Okay, now if you have any questions about any of my services, you can visit me during my Zoom office hours. I have office hours right now, Monday through Thursday, 11:30 to 12:50 p.m. Monday through Thursday. You can come by. You'll see the link in the email, and you can chat with me. And I can tell you different kinds of options of things that you might be interested in. And remember, even if you do decide to do private lessons with me in December, there's no obligation. You don't have to pay for X number of lessons up front. You can just pay for one lesson at a time. And believe it or not, I know not a lot of TOEFL teachers do this, but you don't have to pay me until after we have the lesson, right? I want to make sure that you benefit from my instruction. If you don't like my style of teaching, if you don't like what you've learned during that lesson, you don't pay. That's fine. All right. Anyway, have a great day.